What did you want, bro? Why are you trying to FaceTime me all the time?
I just wanted to show. I wanted to introduce you to somebody.
Who was it?
Just a guy.
Oh, then this is why. And thank God my FaceTime didn't work.
When somebody says just a guy,
it's not good.
If anybody says, if for anybody listening, if anybody says, watch this, I got a way to make money, dude. I got a way that's gonna now listen. Run, just go run the other way.
Brian, did you bring that to? Did you bring that to?
Brian text. I see. Like again, I can't FaceTime unless I'm connected to Wi-Fi. I was out with my kids. I had the kids all weekend by myself. Beast, beastie. Oof. My son, my 1-year-old, was eating Doritos at 6 a.m. He had cheese all over his face. His grandma's like, "What in the fuck?" I was like, "I don't know. He wanted fucking Doritos." Anyways, I can't get FaceTime unless I have Wi-Fi. I have 4 missed calls from Brian. He goes, "Call me, dude, with this guy talking crypto." I went, "Nope." I texted him, went, "Nope."
It wasn't crypto. He goes,
What was
let
it?
me guess. We can make a ton of money on crypto, which of course I would never.
Yeah.
I run the other way when I hear anything. It was something else.
So what was intriguing about this dude?
Interesting. It was a more interesting conversation about something that I thought was like, wow.
Yeah. Tell me after.
I will.
Now, I want to talk to you about the pictures you send me when I'm enjoying I'm on a bike ride when you sent that. I was working out. I was on a bike ride. I was about 12 miles
no one else has sent
into
that
the forest.
too.
Is it aggressive pic?
It was an aggressive pic.
Now, we can't show it because it will violate
Super
every
aggressive.
rule.
I was bending over and I was collecting clothes off the floor and I was pushing my rump towards my girl. Yeah, towards my girl.
Brian!
And I know.
That's you?
Well, and she
The biggest balls.
I was showing her. Yeah, I was showing
bulldogs
her.
like a full grown bulldog.
Yeah, I got
like
bulldog
nuts. like a Great Dane's nuts.
They're just like that.
So,
dude,
that's probably why my testosterone is
through the roof.
Hashtag
heavy
testosterone.
Heavy clock
balls.
father.
You can hang
balls.
those on the back of a truck.
Yes, you could.
They're nice.
Yes, you
got a set of balls.
I got a set of balls on me.
You're like suck on
A
them.
set of balls.
No, I don't. I'm sensitive there. No, that's
You
not
don't
my
like
thing.
suck on 'em?
And you've had girls who go, ow, ow, and you know,
You're ow.
you're like, hey.
Those aren't for that.
I know, like you don't put the whole thing in your mouth there, but
Yeah.
you have to do one at a time.
But dick and balls in my mouth. Big dick and balls in my mouth. Put the whole thing in my mouth. Dick
I put
and
the whole
balls.
thing. I put dick and balls in my mouth.
But
God.
when I'm riding my bike,
That's aggressive.
I usually put my phone on silent because I don't want to be doing business. Like I just try to get in a clear
in your
mind.
zone.
So I work out. That's why I work out early with you.
And I knew you were that way because the morning for you was your.
It's my.
And I had to shatter
one
that.
Quiet, dude.
I don't like you being
12
too
miles
calm.
in. I'm in the middle. I'm looking for rattlesnakes. They're ding. I'm like, they're ding, 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 ding. I'm like, holy fuck, something might be going on with Tiger, something like that. So I pull over, take out my phone. It's business shit, and then I see Brian. I'm like, oh shit, a picture. I wonder what it is. Is that Brian gonna accent some? I click on it. Just balls.
Like you got
Horrible.
balls.
And I had to send it. I only had one person to send it to. That guy.
And I responded.
That's the guy.
And you know what
And
my girl
I
does?
responded back. I went, let me suck them.
Yep.
That's what you said.
Yep.
Why you say that?
And
I'm gonna
go-
double down.
and
he
I
thinks
wrote-
he's gonna scare me away.
And I wrote, okay. I wrote, okay.
And so you double down back.
I doubled down. And my girl, to
Because
her
he thought I'd be
credit,
like, oh no. I went, yeah, let me suck them.
she saw me doing something on my phone. She goes, you're sending that to Brendan. And I go, I am. I thought it was cute because she knows me.
Yeah.
I went, I am. Good I said, good morning.
Now, does she know I was gonna respond back? Let me suck them.
She does.
Yeah.
She knows that
Okay.
we're both.
She's like, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
Y'all different breed.
Yeah.
Y'all
No,
are a different
yeah.
breed.
Now let's bring the elephant in the room. But by elephant, I mean cat. Cat's back.
She's back, baby.
I didn't mean to call you an
Hello.
elephant, but
Yeah, why you call me an elephant?
baby
very
elephant.
cute. Looking
Damn,
very
I
cute.
Baby
leave for a
elephant.
little bit. You call me an elephant,
You're
huh?
back. Cat's back.
Baby elephants are cute.
They are cute. They're adorable.
Did you get tats?
No, same.
We've had those tats.
All right.
Yeah.
That goosebump shirt is lit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Be good for October.
Yeah, I'm excited for October. I want to go to Horror Nights over at Universal.
Come with us.
Dude, Stevie doesn't want to go to anything like that. He says that roller coasters aren't for him anymore.
Me and Stevie are the same with that, but
Yeah.
I'll take some medicine and go. But Horror Nights is great, and then
It's
there's
different 'cause you
there's
go
one
through
in
the mazes.
Calabasas.
Yeah, that's what I was
really
gonna say.
dope, too.
Isn't
Oh,
that
is it?
mazes?
There's a farm in Calabasas that does it like crazy.
Like a haunted hay
yeah,
ride type of
hay
situation?
rides, and there's food trucks everywhere. It's
Oh,
sick.
that's fun. I want
They
to
do
go
it for
so
Halloween
bad.
and Christmas. We should go though. I'll talk Stevie.
Oh,
Stevie
please
would go
do
if
it.
I go.
Please
Because then
do it. I wanna go
our
so
good
bad.
friends who it's Tiger's best friends, their parents we hang out with all the time. They're scared of that shit too, but we should talk them in. Because Joanna loves it, you love it, I love it. Those three can just do whatever.
Yeah, let's do it.
Good to see you back, Kat.
Yeah, good to see
Hey.
you back.
Good to have you back.
Fresh face back.
Have you been to Not Scary Farm?
No, not that one. I've been to the Disneyland one when I was a kid, and then
Disney for Kids is great. My
Disney for
son
Kids is
loves it
great.
because they do a Nightmare Before Christmas. And did you know this? Like the Nightmare Before Christmas, like Jack or the girl, I forget her name, Sally,
Yeah.
they'll show up, but they do like special things. But the way you can tell where they're gonna be because there's a line at the fucking gazoo. They shine a certain light with the zero, the little dog zero on it. So if you look for that green light, that's where you know they're gonna be there in like 10 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
That's some hardcore balls deep dad shit.
Yep.
that is
Because me and
bad.
Tiger are always first in line.
Are you?
I feel bad for those people.
Why do you have a
Because
little?
they're always like, "Hey, kid," and they're they're in full makeup. You're like, "Fuck,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
you came here to be fucking Johnny Depp."
Some people take fucking Halloween very seriously. I remember I went to this really hip Halloween party and I didn't have a costume.
Dude, LA Halloween parties.
Oh, they're awful.
When I was single and I'd go to these LA Halloween parties, you can't come in like a fucking Woody costume from Toy Story.
No, dude,
you gotta have like
Oh, you got to be lit.
You have full makeup and prosthetics.
zombie. You gotta hire the people who do fucking Walking Dead.
I see
Really?
a guy.
Otherwise, you look like a fucking clown.
Oh, I wouldn't go to these fucking
I
parties.
see a dude, giant white guy.
Contacts.
I see a giant white guy in basically a naked suit. He's got a bad. It's a suit. It's like a basically like say you put the whole thing on with a zipper in the back.
Yeah.
And you the color of the costume is this color of your skin, and then he's got yarn, a huge yarn bush, and a giant dick, giant yarn dick. So he's naked. He's wearing a naked suit, and he shows it to me. He's really big, and I go, and he has balls like yarn balls, and I go, this is like this really hip party. I go, who are you? And he goes, I'm fucking this guy.
Like, oh, okay.
That's it?
And he just walked around like a fucking sore thumb in that party.
Yo, those parties, you better come correct, man.
Man,
They
oh,
don't fuck
man.
around.
Nah.
You better
A
come correct.
naked-
I don't do much on Halloween ever though. I don't think I've ever really done
it's-
anything.
it's
Actually,
big-
I went to the horror nights one year.
It's big in the shop
Did you like
household.
it?
Yeah.
My girls
Huh?
start.
Are you into it?
I mean, I just don't really care. It doesn't like hit me. But
It's
I
always
mean,
been big in my
if
family.
something's like like if someone invites me somewhere, I'll
I try-
probably
My
Okay, so-
go.
girl will start decorating. I mean, probably next week. Our whole house is
My
like
ex,
really?
haunted.
my ex
house
freaks out
thing.
over that. She loves it.
Yeah, my girl goes
Oh,
nuts.
goes insane
Oh,
for
The
it.
kids go nuts.
Christmas
for it.
and fucking
Yeah,
Halloween.
Christmas and Halloween.
Forget it. She's already.
But then they
planning.
should. Well, your girl's white, so I'm sure Thanksgiving's big. But dude, Mexicans Thanksgiving they don't give.
That's
a
my favorite holiday.
fuck. Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving.
Oh, I went to yours last year. Yeah, it was nice. Had a
good food, huh?
Oh, it was great food.
Yeah, I like. You know, what's your favorite holiday?
I like Halloween. Probably Halloween.
Really? I think
I don't like
Thanksgiving-
Christmas because everyone takes too much time off.
Yeah.
I don't like Christmas because like CAA they take the entire month off.
Yeah.
because they have Hanukkah and shit.
know,
So
you're
that
waiting.
it's like who takes a month off? Let's go.
know.
And you text them like
Yeah.
3 days later, like, oh, sorry, man. When I'm back in the office, we'll get on this. I'm like, who the fuck takes a month off?
It's
dude?
so annoying. That shit's so annoying.
Dude, this I want to get your perspective on this. So I was at the Cars and Coffee. Oh, thanks, dude. I'll take a little ice, a little whiskey. I was at Cars and Coffee in Malibu, and Tiger's obsessed with cars right now. So we go every Sunday when I'm home. But I brought his friend Joshua, who they're born and raised in England. He's that little soccer beast. He's such a freak athlete. But his dad is born and raised in England too. He just came here 2 years ago. Never been to America.
Wow.
So we're looking at cars, and Jay Leno's there. Jay Leno, Seinfeld, and Spike, who was a writer on Seinfeld, and is best friends with Jerry Seinfeld, and does they have car collections together, Seinfeld and Spike. And then I'll see Jerry brings. Jay Leno brings his car. That's them in front of a LaFerrari, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Look at those cute little
Look at those
Look
bastards.
how cute they are.
He's a
So
lot bigger. Is he the same age as that kid?
same age. He's actually older than Tiger. Damn. Yeah, Tiger's a freak.
Tiger is-
Anyways,
Jesus.
so Jay Leno's there, and we're talking. He pulled up in this old school Porsche. I forget what it is. It's like a 68 or 60, dope ass Porsche, right? And he's talking cars, and he's like the car guy. When it comes to comics and cars, he's a gearhead. Like,
Yeah.
I know cars,
But
like I can change oil, I can change tires. I'm not gonna switch out the engines or the cams or the fucking
That's what
headers.
Jay Leno does.
He can
Not Seinfeld so much, right?
not Seinfeld either.
He's
no,
more of a guy.
Jay's the car guy.
Yeah.
like even Rogan can't like switch out headers or like put a turbo on or some shit.
Right.
Like Jay can do all that himself.
Jay
he does
Leno
most
can.
of it himself. Yeah,
Wow.
He has like 500 cars in Burbank.
Damn.
Yeah, he has one of the greatest collections in the world.
Wow.
Insane. So he's talking cars with me, And
Jay Leno is.
Jay Leno is. Yeah, I always see him there. We always talk.
That's amazing.
And we talk about the Comedy Store and stuff like that. And he goes, this is how old school is. He goes, you go on stage with tattoos? I'm like, it's fucking 2021, dude. That's hilarious. He's like, I would never. I'm like, later, dinosaur. Anyways, but he's talking cars and he's ball steaming cars. He's talking about the valves and all this stuff. And they're walking away, and Joshua's dad goes, yeah, he has no clue who Jay Leno is. He's from England.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And he goes, the guy's a fucking car guy if I've ever heard one. I go, Jay Leno? And he goes, who? I go, Jay Leno. I have no idea who he is. I'm like, you've never heard of Jay Leno? He goes, no. His show, like, what's he do? I go, The Tonight Show? When he was going against like Dave Letterman, it was like the biggest show, dude. I was like, and then before he's even to this day,
I feel like that might be because
I was like, even to this day, he's like one of the biggest touring comics. Like he has residency in Vegas. Jay Leno, dude. He's like, no. I'm like, the Comedy Store legend, Jay Leno. He's like, nah. Yeah, I was like, dude, he has like 500 cars. He had spent a dime of his money. He only make the money they spent off comedy uses. Yeah. But the money made off the Tonight Show he won't spend. He saves.
Whoa.
So that's how much money he makes in comedy though, because he lives in a crazy crib and has all those cars. He doesn't touch. He's making like how much was he making, Chin? Can you look it up? He's probably making like $40 million a year off that. Yeah, 30 million in the 90s.
Yeah,
he was so big.
Fucking insane.
His show was so big, and I was a Jay Leno guy, not a Dave Letterman guy.
$30 million.
$30 million a year. Once took a 50% pay cut. There you go. Earned $30 million a year in the 90s, dude. Think how much fucking money that is.
Not bad.
UFC 266 is here this Saturday, kids. DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC, has a heavyweight offer this weekend's fight with a special odds boost for all the viewers and listeners. For fighters this week, my picks are Curtis Blades, Nick Diaz, and Bryan Ortega. Listen, all three have to win. You got two dogs there and a favorite. I get it. But if you listen to Below the Belt, I give my reasons why I picked these three. Just head now to the app, all right? Find Brendan Schaub's picks under the Odds Boost tab. Doesn't matter if you're a new, existing customer. Bet on it. Get your boosted odds and ride along with your boy. All new users download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the promo code FIGHTER when you sign up. Bet on my parlay of fighters to win Saturday night for UFC 266. Take advantage of my special odds boost. That's promo code FIGHTER only at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Michigan, Virginia only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Virginia, 888-532-3500. Some things are just better at home, man. Some days you don't feel like going to the gym, or maybe your gym makes you wear a mask. Some days you just want to be home and get a good workout. Well, that's where my friends at Peloton delivers the workout experience that you'd never imagined that you can get at the crib. That's right. You can do everything from your crib. I do it out of my garage, man. I do it out of my garage. If you're a Peloton member, my name is Thick Prez on there. Thick Boy Prez, I think. Yeah, Thick Boy Prez. That's right. Prez with a Z. I'm on there. You guys can give me high fives. We can join the workout together. Hashtag Thick Boy Bike Club's on there as well. They have curated music just for you, whatever you like, man. Hip hop, country. Peloton has the right music to keep you entertained and motivated all year long, all right? When you purchase a Peloton bike, you get access to live classes, thousands of on-demand classes, which is what I do. They have 20-minute classes, 30-minute, 45-minute. We got you covered, man. With Peloton Bike, there's nothing like working out at home. Learn more at onepeloton.com. New members can try Peloton classes for free for 30 days at onepeloton.com/app. Terms apply. That's onepeloton.com, onepeloton.com. So I was talking to him, and he's like, he's a good comic. I'm like, it's Jay Leno? And I kept going, Jay Leno? He goes, mate, I don't know who he fucking is. I'm like, so I was trying to explain. I'm like, well, I was, Joe Rogan? He's like, kind of. I'm like, well.
He doesn't know.
No.
So was he a superstar soccer player? Or
not superstar, okay, good.
But really good.
Good. But
professional, though, on a high level, right?
Yeah, in England. Yeah. Now he comes here and does like computer stuff. He's a beast, super successful.
I'm sure.
But what I was like, and tell me if this comparison makes sense. I was saying Jay Leno in like the 80s, the 70s and 80s was like what Joe Rogan was to the Comedy Store. Like he was the guy. Like people came to see Jay Leno. Like when he moved, everybody moved the way Jay Leno did. Like he stuck up with comedians. He was the guy who was like, dude, he was the only guy Mitzi didn't give shit that could play at the Improv and the Store. He's like, no, I'm going where I get up. I'm not loyal to this place. I go where when they did the strike.
Yeah, he was part of that strike. Yeah,
he was the strike. He was the guy that was out there like helping.
He actually got hit by a car, didn't he?
Yeah, hit by a car. Yeah. Yep, he was the guy. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude. And then I was telling him, I was like, he's interesting because, and you tell me if you could do this today. I was talking to Jim about this on Below the Belt. He's a guy who doesn't believe in adding material. Like he believes in getting your hour set together. He's had the same set for 30, 40 years. Yeah. And he doesn't shoot any specials. When you see him, you know what you're going to get. It's the hits. Because he's like, and I heard Jay Leno say this on, I think he said it to Kevin Hart when Kevin Hart show. He goes, I don't get why comics come up with new shit. He goes, if you go see a band, you don't want to hear their new stuff. You want to hear their classics. You want to hear what they've been doing. He's like, so I don't write any stuff. And Joshua's dad was like, well, why don't you do that? I'm like, I don't think you can do that. Today's world, like, because it's like if there's the material.
Not only that,
and the concept.
That,
like
if you're a thinking, moving, living, breathing artist, not to use that word, but if you're in the business of self-expression, you go through different things in your life, and things change, and things matter to you, and worry you, and scare you, and enjoy, and excite you.
But can you imagine doing the same hour you did that you shot in Talia Hall in Chicago?
Why, no.
I would go
that
insane.
Away. I've never. I'm.
Oh, by the time I shot for Showtime or the stuff I'm doing now, by the time I shoot that, I'm exhausted of that material.
I'm done.
I'm like, oh, I can't wait to fucking.
He's a guy who's so conservative. I mean, with all due respect,
that's
the reason that he might be a legend because he's always worked and been consistent and been there. But he's more of a legend for the Tonight Show. I don't think any of us have ever, I can tell you this, spoken about Jay Leno's amazing comedy. His stand-up.
When he's coming up, he was a beast. But then now when you get to a certain point.
When he's coming up, I've watched his stuff. He was good. He was really
like
good.
Like my dad went, because he does sets every night. Or literally
Comedy
every
Magic
week.
Club.
Comedy Magic Club.
Yeah.
Is that Manhattan? Is that where you're at?
Yes.
Hermosa Beach.
Yeah, but just
but
remember
you know you have to do clean material there.
Yeah.
Like
I'm past that one.
I'm sure you do great there.
Jay
they asked me to do a set, and then they were like, "Oh wait, can you send us a 10-minute clip?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. I'll come down." Sent them a clip. Like, don't bother coming down. We're literally only clean. I'm like, oh, that's not what I do, man.
Yeah,
there's Jay Leno, and then I'm over here.
Jay's was very safe, very mainstream, very commercial, and very digestible to America, to the moral majority, to middle America. You know,
and he's safe.
Part of what it is. Yeah,
but he's also like his fan base was so huge.
If you put
off
him
the
in the
Tonight
lineups
Show.
we used to do, you put him in the middle of that lineup that we used to do.
Have you heard
nobody knew who he was.
Have you gone back and heard like some of David Letterman's stuff from the Comedy Store? I mean, he get eaten alive today. Eaten alive.
I always say this. So David Letterman became a talk show host because David Letterman was never. He's not competing with the great comics. I'm sorry.
He didn't like to do comedy. You know that? David Letterman didn't like to do comedy. He was really good with words, and he spoke really well, and his vocabulary was a beast.
Yeah.
And he's very smart, but he didn't like doing stand-up.
At the end of the day,
he looked at Jay. You know, he quit because of Jay Leno, because Jay Leno's work ethic was insane. And he was like, "Oh, I'm not willing to do all this work that Jay is." He's like, "So I'm out."
He was the anti-comic in a way. Like Jay Leno was very snarky and very like Indiana and very like, well, we got to. But it wasn't that David Letterman. David Letterman wasn't going to kill you with his comedy.
But he'll tell you that. Yeah, he'll tell you that.
And again, that's what I always say is that, you know, part of being a comic today is with social media, you have to keep reinventing yourself. It's really fucking hard to stay relevant.
If you take a year off, you're out of the race.
6 months off. People stop thinking about you. So we're in a very different position.
There's too much content.
We're competing with TikTok. We're competing with the entire internet.
But that's what I was saying, Joshua's dad. I'm like, especially if you're just starting out and like you kind of have a following, you can just regurgitate the same material because they're looking at like Andrew Schultz and they're looking at Tim Dillon and they're looking at
shit changes too.
Chris DiStefano, looking at these monsters. Like Schultz put out an hour of just crowd work, like, and then he's come out with an hour. You know,
and once he puts it out there, he's got to start all over again.
Yeah.
It's not like you can do that one set and hold on to it. I mean, where are you going to do that? I mean, he
has those specials or anything.
Jay Leno has 30 million people watching him at night.
Correct. So it's a built-in fan base.
Yeah. Now, I mean, the TV show I did, The Goldbergs, was a hit.
Yeah.
It was ABC's #1 comedy.
And how many people watched it?
It was a big deal, right?
How many people would watch that? You think?
We got literally, and this is a good
maybe
night.
$1 million.
No, it was. On a really good night, it was about 5 to 6 million.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot.
For today's age?
Can I just give you perspective? So when I did Inside Schwartz,
get your fucking hand on my
When I did Inside Schwartz,
your balls are your downfall, yeah?
Because they just hang
they're
there and shit.
because they're such a, you could just.
Oh yeah, grab them like a lion fighting a fucking rhino.
Shut up.
Yep.
I know. But they're so elastic that I
suck
think you'd
'em.
have
I'll
a.
suck
I could
'em.
turn around. You can grab my balls.
suck 'em.
Oh God.
I'll suck 'em.
No, because I could turn around as you had. I turn around and the skin would wrap around my.
Yeah,
thigh
you're
and I'd
good.
start
Yeah,
punching
you could.
Have they always been like that, Brian?
No, you get older and they just.
No,
Oh, no.
you've always had big balls though.
I got a heavy dick
They,
too.
they weren't. Yeah, he's heavy dick. But the thing is
just
about
don't
you,
hang.
I saw it the other day. It was nice. You're still doing it, man.
Still got it going on, yeah, with the old piece.
Yep.
He always inspects what I'm doing.
And then I'll slap it too.
Yeah, he slaps it.
Slap
You
it.
touch
I
that
turned
thing?
around. I
Yeah,
showed him what I was
slap
doing. He
it.
went
Bro,
like that
I'll
back.
slap
Keep
it.
your hands to yourself.
Nah,
you know what I'm
man,
saying?
put
Like,
that dick in my face. I'll slap it.
He went like this. With the old paintbrush.
That wet ass dick.
Yep.
Just
And I went like this. I go, sorry, he's been bad. Put it back
that
in.
soft, hard dick.
Get him back in there. Yep.
Yeah, I slap it
If
around.
it's a
dude.
hot day, sometimes I just look at him and I go, look at that. He's doing all
wait,
that.
so when did those
so
balls
back-
drop?
But back
Oh,
to
yeah,
Jay
yeah.
Leno, I think because with the comics now and putting out fresh material and they'll drop, a 5-minute cutout and on their Instagram, something like that, like the audience is conditioned different. So if you came out and let's say you were like, hey guys, I'm just going to continue to do the hour I've been doing for the past 6 years.
Be dead.
I'd
have one listener.
You're not going to sell tickets.
Yeah.
You're not going to sell tickets.
I don't think you can. The audience is just, they've adapted.
No, and you're competing with everything. Comedy's so different now. And I also don't understand why Jay Leno would do comedy if he does the same song.
But
Don't you get
listen to
tired
this.
of singing
Yeah.
the
But
But
same
listen,
song?
as you and I are broke, but listen to
Yeah,
Jay Leno
yeah.
and fucking Jerry Seinfeld. Seinfeld, same thing. He goes, I don't get why guys do new material. Monsters. Now, they both had the huge built-in audience, obviously Seinfeld, when Seinfeld was on.
They got away with it. back
Seinfeld
then.
got
It was
specials, though.
different. Comedy's so different now.
But no, he did a special, then he regurgitated the same special. He just did it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, that's so weird. Because remember, like you with the younger guys like yourselves, you guys are the beneficiaries of podcasting and social media. When for the most of my career, and everyone's
You had to be on
including
TV.
Rogan,
You had to be on
it
TV.
if you weren't on TV, you had to rely on local media, and the club would kind of push you. It was impossible to make money. If you made as a comic, if you made $5,000 for the weekend,
You're doing well.
That's huge. It
But
wasn't money.
But those old school days are still around. It's like, I'm in San Antonio and we've sold a shit ton of tickets. Like, oh, can you do this Spurs only podcast? And I told my brother, I'm like, ask him how many listeners gets. Like, we get like 800. I'm like, 800,000? Like, no, like 800 people. I'm like, well, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. It's a waste of my time.
No, that's exactly right. What is the reach? Because
It's
you don't
just-
have time for other
No, it's just a different animal.
shit. You don't have time for other shit.
It's interesting though, right? That English guy had no clue who Jay Leno was.
interesting.
And
Well,
me
that's-
trying to explain that to him. But then I went to my son's upper class at a football game on Friday. They invited all the kindergarten kids there and their parents. So I brought Tiger to the football game. So obviously Tiger doesn't understand the rules. That guy from England sure as fuck don't know the rules. So spent the entire game explaining the rules.
How was the football, level of football?
It was good. The team they played was like 3 in the state. I think our team's like 7. So it's good.
Just good?
Good. There's one like super stud.
Yeah.
And in the first series, I went, that team's going to kick this team's ass.
Really? You could just tell.
Oh, yeah. And Joshua's dad was like, how do you know? I'm like, I'm telling you, man, they don't,
Wow.
they have their shit together. And they have one superstar who's going to like SC. He's this big receiver. I'm like, they're just going to throw it to that dominant kid.
Yeah.
He's going to score all the touchdowns.
Just taller and
So
stronger.
big. Like he could play college right now. You're not going to stop that fucking guy. It was fun though. I haven't been to a high school football game since I played.
Yeah.
But if your kid, after the first quarter, if your kid's not playing, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Checked out, huh?
Oh, dude.
Especially if you watch
I was
college.
staring, I was
Just like,
staring
what
at
the
the
fuck?
stars and
Yeah.
shit. I didn't give a fuck.
Stared at the
If my kid's not playing, I don't give a fuck about these other kids. man.
Now, as a football player, do you want Tiger to play football?
Oh yeah, I let him play football.
Just,
But what's the parent? Like all the parents were talking, like I don't know, like what age do you start him? Would you let him play football? I said, that, and they're like, have you seen that movie Concussion? I've seen the movie Concussion. Think about the millions and millions of kids that play every year. Millions and millions of
They get a
kids.
lot out of it.
Now, tons of
lot
it.
out of
Like all the lessons.
Football players, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, of any other athlete, football players are the most socially intelligent. Like,
because they're in locker rooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a team sport. But if you want to talk about football, like if you were to hire somebody who was a great salesperson, or just you wanted great sense of humor usually. I mean, I'm always surprised.
And a lot of the stars, the big programs have marketing training. Like they give you, like at CU, we had training on how to conduct an interview, how to respond to it. Like,
really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. There's marketing.
Don't quite a few get into like real estate and do really good with that too. Yeah.
A lot of them do. But I was telling those parents, they were talking about the movie Concussion. I'm like, you got to realize, think of all the millions of kids that play football every year, and then how many cases of CT do we see? I was like, this was it. Like, what sport? What sport do you want to talk about? I looked the other. I'm like, you're into soccer. Your kids into soccer. They get. I mean, they get concussions too, heading the ball. So if you're worried about all that stuff, you're not gonna let them do shit, man. Like there are a couple things. You got to break some eggs to make an omelet.
The couple things like if you look at the metadata, like somebody was whatever you want to say about the vaccine, and whatever you want to say about like fillings, like they were talking about how you got. I remember they were talking about how when you have steel fillings, like I'd got.
Is that in the 40s?
In the fight, they used to get steel fillings. The mercury goes to your brain and all that. I said to my dentist, I go, I got these steel fillings. And he said, yeah, I know. I go, the mercury. And he said, hey, okay, here's the problem with all that. We have almost 1 billion people in the world with steel fillings. And if you look at
some people are going to have adverse reactions.
Yeah. With the vaccine, if you look, so my friend's a statistician. Not a statistician, but his job is he looks at data. And he goes, and his wife was very anti-vax. She's kind of very into herbology and all that. And he said, okay, that's cool. But by the way, just look at the 2 or 3 billion people that have already gotten the vaccine.
How many people are having adverse effects?
You can't use personal stories, and it's the same thing as like. I
sat
in the room one time and I found out who was a movie star and who wasn't, and what I mean by that was who can get a movie made and get money for a movie versus who doesn't, and whoever you think can, you'd be so surprised at how small that group is. It's like. It goes back to Jay Leno being famous here, but not necessarily when you have. There are very few people that are internationally recognized.
Well, I was watching. I still like that stuff, like the Emmys and the Oscars. So I was watching last night, and like even the VMAs, it's the lowest. So it was on 10 different mainstream channels, 10 different lowest ratings of all time. I think the
Emmys,
video music,
or VMAs,
which used to be huge.
Yeah,
I think it said 600,000 people watched it.
No.
Those are Fighting Kid numbers.
Dude.
I mean, listener and audio, but those are Fighting Kid numbers.
Get the fuck out of here.
Think of all the promotion, all the acts at Bieber. Because think, like, who's watching TV, dude?
Nobody.
And especially that young audience who's watching, like, Bieber. They don't have network TV. They don't give a fuck.
My friend's got an hour drama on TV on CBS or something. And I was like, ooh, and it comes out at a certain time. And I was like, and he's like, yeah, nobody's watching. Well, they sure aren't.
Mm-hmm. Well, think about like our boy Shane Gillis released a special. It just reached over 1 million views, 1.1. If you release that on, say, Comedy Central or TNT or wherever, the HBO or Showtime,
but there's TV shows that do good still.
On like Netflix.
Yeah, I guess
because like as far as like
it's different, like
one that comes like Wednesday nights at 9,
like CBS.
Like who's tuning into that?
Yeah.
Like I can't. And like people are busier than ever now, and they have their phones.
That's what we were talking about. I'm gonna release. I'm gonna try to release like a half of 30 minutes on YouTube.
That's what I told you.
Because I'm already releasing clips. It's just better.
No, do a 30 and put on YouTube.
Yep.
Let me help with the marketing and all that. That'd be good.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, but Shane Gillis just hit 1 million. Like if he released it, like whoever bought like Netflix or HBO or Showtime or Comedy Central, that ain't hitting 1 million.
And you don't even know anyway. Right? They don't even tell
They're not going to tell you. Netflix doesn't tell you anything.
Nothing.
And then also it's up to your discretion. Like, he has some stuff on there. I don't think any network is going to let it fly, but him release on his own, like, seems like it's the way to go right now.
100%.
When before, like I was telling him that we was here last week, it's like before, it's like if you release on YouTube, it's kind of like, oh, damn, everybody turns you down. And he did say that. He's like, no one's going to pick this up. I'm like, yeah, but those days are done, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the direct access to your fans.
And it's free.
And then your fans, copy it and send it to. Do you got to check this bet out or whatever.
easy to send.
That's all it matters.
Like I can't send
that's what you want.
I can't send an out. That's if you want to sell tickets. That's what you want.
I'm gonna send my picture of my balls out like that.
Oh, dude, that would go so good.
That'd be the cover of. That'll be the thumbnail for my special. Just that.
1 billion views.
And it's called. My special is gonna be called Older.
Old. Hashtag old.
Old and low.
Yeah.
Oldie.
Old.
Oldies but goodies.
Yep.
You know, going online's crazy, man. A lot of you go, I know most of you are probably thinking, why don't you just go incognito mode? Let me tell you something right now. Incognito mode doesn't hide your activity. It doesn't matter what mode you use or how many times you clear your browsing history. Your internet service provider can still see every single website you've ever visited. Eesh, sorry. That's why even when I'm at home, I never go online without using ExpressVPN. Doesn't matter who your internet service provider is. ISPs in the US can legally sell your information to ad companies. Not cool. ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so your ISP can see the sites you visit. They can't see it. They cannot see it. They can't if you don't use this, man. ExpressVPN also helps keep your information secure by encrypting 100% of your data with the most powerful encryption available. All right? ExpressVPN is available on all your devices, phones, computers, even your smart TV. So there's no excuse for you not to be doing it, man. Protect your online activity today with the VPN rated #1 by CNET. Visit my exclusive link, expressvpn.com/fighter. You can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/fighter, expressvpn.com/fighter to learn more.
Bro, that was a serious picture, man. I did not expect that.
Hey,
There's a lot.
I'll call it just elastic.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Rubber nuts.
And your balls are red, dude. They look inflamed.
It just,
Yeah, why were they red right
probably
there?
are. Who the fuck knows what I do with them?
When did you
Drag
notice
them-
that drop?
I drag them around.
What age?
You've always had nuts on you, though.
Yeah, I got nuts on me.
What age did you notice the
Right
drop?
now they're tight.
They're tight.
I'll tell
it's
you,
probably
I'll
just
tell
a
you what's
morning
amazing
thing.
about old
Just
brides.
get out of the warm shower or
The
something?
kid still wakes up with a boner a lot of times. That means my testosterone at 54
It's
is
fucking-
stupid.
That's usually a good sign.
That's hilarious, by the way, that happens to me.
Shane or Chin, we need to check out your testosterone, man.
What's up?
You're falling apart over there. You look tired.
It's just this damn thing.
I know.
That's why. And my voice started to change.
Well, because you're singing.
I don't think
You're
no.
yelling.
Yeah, you were singing. You sang a
also-
lot.
Yeah,
You
that's
sang
what it is.
you sang a lot of songs on Saturday.
I know, but I was fine afterwards. It just hit like this
Well,
morning.
it's-
It
So,
takes
yeah.
like 2 days. I'm the same. Like if you notice when I come off the road, Monday I'm below the belt. My voice is all weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
But you're
hopefully.
good. Yeah.
Jen, I want you to start. You're sitting down too much. I want you to start moving.
I do move.
No, you don't listen to me.
Chin, how
I
was
do,
the concert
Brian.
How was the concert this week?
It was a lot of fun.
was
Our
in-
boy
it
Chappelle
was in
showed up
Phoenix?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Phoenix?
Right.
And you went?
Yeah.
Did you see some old friends?
No, I mean, I don't tell people when I'm going to Phoenix.
All right.
Chappelle found reading, and Chappelle's reading a lot. And just watch. I'm
Yes.
telling you, watch him in a year.
He's all. Chin,
Once you're exposed to ideas.
Chappelle sent me a clip of you doing a cover for Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
And then I sent it to Jelly Roll. He's like, I love this. Send it to me so I can post it.
What a great guy!
I sent it to
He's
him,
so cool.
but it came through too small. So he's like, I can't use this. I sent it again, so hopefully he can post the real
It's all
one.
good, man. Just the
No,
fact
it
that
was
he's-
beautiful. Like, I mean, it was like cool hearing you live because I've like seen your video clips for like but like that live sound. I mean, you sound just like fucking
Chin can
on
sing.
the
Thank
dude
you,
when
bro.
when they did the Hannah Baron song. I was like, oh, Chin sounds the exact same.
He's got a good
just like the
That's
recording.
very sweet.
Was it
Chappelle.
good? Where was it at, Chin?
It's a place called the Rebel Lounge.
Rebel Lounge.
Chappelle knows a lot about it.
Yeah, it's a spot I would always go to for like
your
punk
neck
shows.
is still any better or no?
It's actually worse, but luckily I have an appointment. I got.
Was flying around and shit? That can't help.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't help. And also singing on stage.
Yeah, he didn't do much movement on stage,
Yeah,
but
I say-
but it was
Chin
good. But
does
like
this.
you
And
still
You can't do this.
No,
Yeah.
no, Chin. I saw the video. Chin gets like does a riff and then goes.
yeah. He points out people.
Have you had a massage?
I did. That's the first thing I did. I got a deep tissue massage, and I think that made it a little bit worse.
And inflamed it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I
so,
can hear it in your voice now. Yeah, I think that's just from you sang a lot.
I hope it's from singing. I hope
There's
it's not
nothing-
like my
there's nothing more
body's breaking
exhausting than a bad
down.
neck.
And then
There's nothing
also
more
traveling. Traveling
Traveling.
fucks you up too.
yeah,
this-
Do we have
shit-
any clips of you singing, Chin? I have one
yeah.
on my phone.
I have clips.
I have my Instagram stories I can put.
Oh, you got,
bring
yeah,
it up,
well,
dog.
yeah. You sounded really, really good.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
How did Little Brows do?
He's
good.
meant for the stage.
Yeah,
man.
he
He really is.
He's better on stage.
I don't know what this is. Oh, it's Bryan Kelleher.
Jesus Christ.
Brian Callen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brian
the-
Callen.
There we go.
Let's go, Chin.
You have a great voice, dude.
Thank you, man.
Right?
What's Lil Brows do when you
Bro,
sing
you
this
can
song?
sing
He
your
just gets
balls
off
off,
stage.
buddy.
Yeah, so Lil Brows, like, because, I mean, he's new to rapping like that, and that's a very
He moves a
exhausting-
lot.
Yeah, he moves a lot. So, like, he goes back there. I think Chin does, like, two.
Yeah. And he
Who
Who
calls
calls
him
him
Lil? What's his name? Lil Brows. He's a
Brendan.
Right here.
I gave
guy
him
right
a
here.
name 'cause he had a set of eyebrows on him.
good-looking kid.
And then we need a rap name for him, and everybody's called Little these days. Call him Little Brows.
Lil Brows.
Little Brows. He's not little.
No, he's not. He's athletic looking. He's a good-looking
Yeah.
kid.
He was an addict, man.
Oh,
Yeah, he's an
I know. He has a
yeah.
crazy story.
Crazy story.
good-looking guy, sweet guy.
Always physically fit.
Super
hardworking.
Great
yeah.
dad too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great dad.
Beast
Beast
of a dad.
dad.
Really?
Great
Yeah,
dad.
what is that?
He's
got,
great.
He's got like
He's
a
a great
9-year-old
dad.
or something like that.
9
I
or
think
10,
she's 10 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, 10.
Daughter.
Okay.
I think his drug of choice was it meth or
It
heroin?
was, I
Heroin.
think, heroin.
Yeah,
heroin
opioids.
doesn't work
Hardcore
out.
shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out.
And I think he
completely
just
sober
hit
now.
6 years.
Like, recently.
Yeah,
Like
because he
week-
announced it on stage. I think he just had.
Yeah,
like
like a few
6
weeks
years.
ago, maybe.
Why don't you?
6
Can
years.
you? What would I have to pay you to open for me in my shows? Just Chin fucking opens up. We'll just
$5,000.
55,000.
5,500.
Of course
Chin
not.
comes on, sings, come down to Colorado and this weekend.
He Little Brows though. We had a white rap contest on King the Sting, and he would just dominate, like destroy.
Yeah,
everything.
absolutely destroy.
And then he got a following from that, and they released a All Cats album. He's gonna do a
Just
whole
hit a
Thick
million
Boy album.
streams.
Yeah,
Or
a million
He
streams
did a whole
already.
King the Sting album with him and like some other people on there,
Wow.
and it hit a million.
God damn.
Songs about Cat, songs about me, songs about.
I know they're like fun songs, but they're
like
actually good songs. Yeah. See, 1 million streams right there.
Oh, wait, there's
There's
yeah.
us.
Go to that
Dude,
picture.
that's
Not that one.
impressive.
No, that's on the couch.
That's
Look at him.
amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nirvana played there. That's how OG that place is.
Really?
Yeah. What am I
Did you
doing?
did you get on stage and do anything?
I just
Oh,
bounced.
yeah.
I don't know what to do.
I was hoping you
He's
would
like,
flip.
He's like, come on. I'm not gonna, dude.
I was
that
hoping you
roof
would, though.
It's too low.
Oh, I
There's
didn't
no,
think
yeah,
about
the roof
that.
was too low.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way. I know, because Browse was like, go do a backflip. I said, look at that roof.
That's true.
Chin and Brows.
No, it was good. It was cool to watch you guys, man. It was, and fans were pretty stoked on them.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out
Yeah,
too. That
I
was
know.
awesome.
It was awkward, and then he had me come up on stage for he closed with your song.
Yeah.
Which one?
Thick.
Super
thick.
Yeah, he closed with that.
And we always say how we appreciate Brendan Schaub because he's
Yeah.
basically started this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives you a shout out, shows you love.
Yep.
It's pretty dope.
Great.
It was a good
Yeah,
show.
Little Brows is killing it. It's only a matter
Yes.
of time for he blows.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
He's so
good.
talented.
And he's
so
and he's going out
talented.
and doing these shows and pushing his stuff out there, man. It's
Amazing.
it's actually it's really cool
really
to watch. Then he'll be at the Emmys and VMAs and
That'd be
we
so
probably
cool if
won't
he
watch.
actually makes it
I don't
there
know.
one day.
The VMAs.
Yeah, something like that. It's like
600,000 people watch.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
but it'll be good for him to be on it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
hey, man, come on. They're on the VMAs. Don't be.
That'd be a big deal. If you're there, you're
Don't
crushing.
piss on their future.
No,
He's not pissing on it.
VMAs suck, but if you're at the VMAs, that means you're crushing it.
Yeah, if you're there, you're crushing
Keep
it.
them
No limit.
Oh man, yeah. Big boys.
You gotta dream big.
I might get into music now. What would my rap name be?
Ooh,
You gave him a name before, right?
Rinks?
Heavy Balls?
Something else.
No rinks.
Something before Rinks. I forgot what it was.
first album could be called The Ball Dropper. You know what I'm saying?
Ball drop.
No, do
Yeah.
that far right song you did.
Dude, don't call
The
it.
guy walks up in sandals and like, what are those?
No, you didn't
Fuck
even
your fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck
hear the
up!
whole song.
I didn't need to, dude.
Oh, dude, it was so good, right,
It-
Chin? Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Hey, dude, the drums and bass and all, like guitar, all that stuff.
Yeah, he didn't
it's
play
really
that.
good.
He didn't play that.
Yeah, I wrote that.
I know he didn't play it, but
No,
it
I
was
played it. Fuck.
It was good, bro.
sounded good.
Dan Crenshaw was like, yes. Fucking get him. Fucking get him, Bryan. All right, what do you got?
Hey,
Tim?
guys, Colorado, Comedy Works, Denver, this weekend.
You're in Denver this weekend. I'm there next weekend, man. I bet my mom can go to both shows.
She will.
She go to yours and mine.
Mom.
Mama's vaccinated too.
Can't wait to see Mom and
Nubby vaccinated too. Nubby first in line to get vaccinated.
right?
Nubby's little worry wart.
So Nub, she is.
Oh yeah.
So Nubby, I'll
Who's
see you.
Nubby?
Hopefully invite Nubby and your mom.
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
We'll see. We'll see if they want to come.
They always come to my show.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll
everybody's
be there.
vaccinated or have to show proof of whatever.
Vaccination.
Yeah.
Why they call her Nubby?
In England, you always have like my nickname. They always call me Burn Babs. And
What?
Jay was,
It's just like their
hell's Burn?
lingo.
yeah, everyone has
Yeah.
nicknames.
Yeah. Burn Babs.
And Jay was Jager.
Jager.
Yep. Everyone
Let's
has
see what we
nicknames.
got here.
Oh, what we got?
And my mom's name is Debbie Lou.
Debbie Lou. Debbie
Interesting.
Lou.
Okay, so Usain Bolt recently released a statement saying that his advice to Sha'Carri Richardson is that she needs to talk less and train harder.
And he's correct on this because she keeps losing.
And she came out recently and said that she's not going to take his advice because he didn't reach out to her personally, saying that he's giving her advice online, but he never reached out to her.
Yeah,
so
but I'm sure he did an interview and was like,
they
were
probably asked
like,
him a
what do you
question.
think of
Yes,
that
exactly.
Sha'Carri Richardson? He's like, dude,
Correct.
she needs to win. Like, shut up and win, train harder.
Yeah,
That's
But again, best thing ever happened to her.
true.
Because
Yeah.
she's not nowhere near the fastest girl in the world.
That's
Not,
so
I mean,
interesting.
9th place.
But
so interesting.
But everybody know about her.
Hold on. And Bingo and I, she's got to learn how to control the emotion and do as you say, train hard. Huh.
I hope she listens. She ain't listening.
Oh,
Talk
so most
less,
people
train more. I think most people are sick of her shit at this point because she's not winning.
Yeah.
If she would have
got
won
it.
these other races, people are like, all right, you go, girl. But now,
Huh.
Get more clicks than you saying. Oh, how you-
how stupid of a tweet is that?
Yeah, I said that one.
Usain Bolt.
He's not looking for clout.
No, he's doing an interview because he's the greatest sprinter of all time.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Sha'Carri Richardson. He's like, all right, yeah, she just needs to fucking win, man. What else you got, Jen?
Yeah.
Sure.
So last week, Lil Baby went online and he posted a photo of him with the watch that he had. And he was flexing on the gram saying that he had an exclusive 40th anniversary watch by
Patek
Patel.
Philippe.
Yeah.
But it's fake.
And,
Hell of a watch.
and it turns out that it was fake. A lot of people zoomed in on his watch because a few people who were really into watches
You can't
wanted to
fool the
see
internet.
what it looked like. And they noticed that there were some discrepancies in
Oh.
like the sizing of the chain links and different things like that. And so Lil Baby didn't know that it was fake. He then said that he bought it from a reseller that he works with very closely that sells him a lot of his jewelry. And that reseller apologized saying that, I should have personally
Oh, this is
inspected this before
career
we sold it."
suicide for these people.
That's the watch?
That
gotta
was
be
the
it.
watch, yeah.
Now, I have a question.
And he paid $400,000 for it
400,000.
because he couldn't get on the exclusive
Yeah.
list of the actual brand.
Got it, so he
that's
had
why
to-
he went through a reseller.
Now,
Brian.
$400,000 for a watch.
Oh my gosh.
And
Little Baby's big, especially with the young audience.
Yeah.
He's huge.
so
He's huge.
now you and I
Needs to
know a
make
little bit about this.
800,000. Needs
Got to
to
make
make
800,000. Okay, now so you got to make 800 grand. I don't give a fuck who you are.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. We
Unless
know
you're-
some.
unless
We know
you're
some.
Jeff
We know
Bezos.
some people with money, and
They don't
You're going
act
to
like
spend that much money. It was like I saw this boxer who was famous, kind of famous, but he had a blue Phantom Rolls Royce. How much are those?
Fuck, 500.
Yeah,
right?
so he had to make $1 million. So the first thing he did
475.
with his $1 million went and bought a Rolls Royce.
Smart.
This kind of stuff is, to me, is so hard to understand.
Yeah.
When you're walking around and you've got $1 million of jewelry on your body that you know if you tried to resell, you would get 100 grand for. That's
Not
how
the
it goes.
Patek. If it's real, watches
The
actually.
watch.
good
What
investment.
about
Yeah.
the chains though?
Is it?
Right?
Chains are a bad idea because it's all custom.
Yes.
Oh,
Especially
so
with, like,
yeah, you
his
can't.
logo.
Like those
Chains are-
rings and stuff. They'll sell it to you too. They'll let you go broke.
The
buying
rings and
jewelry.
the custom jewelry are a nightmare.
Oh yeah, I hear if you do those, do your watch up or something like that.
If you put that, like put
yeah, but
diamonds,
that
it ruins the value. Of the
ruins
watch.
the value. Yeah.
But if it's if he just leaves the Patek Philippe alone and the other stuff,
And you
Yeah.
can sell it.
yeah, oh yeah,
Is that
especially
right?
Rolex. There's a
So-
huge industry in that. Yeah,
So it
huge.
is a good.
Listen,
so watches really hold their
to
good
your point,
watches
Brian,
hold their
he's
value.
not doing that.
no.
No, he bought a fake one.
Well, there you go. That stuff to me is nuts.
And he paid 400,000.
Like I get that you love jewelry, but bro,
Yeah.
you got so much money on your hands, and it's a depreciating asset.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. Might be a better idea to spend your money on some other stuff. How much money do you have in the bank?
Get him, Brian.
Yeah, he's huge. But it's tough, man.
It says 5 million.
In the bank.
There you go. Now that's not a lot of money, man. It's not. When you're spending 400 grand on a watch, that's going to last you 3 months. What are you driving?
But if you have 5 million in the bank and you spent basically damn near 800 grand on a watch, that's
I had a long conversation with a guy I really like. He was
about 20% of
he was
your
in the Wu
earnings on a
Tang
watch.
clan. Let's just put it that way.
He was in a Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah. And he was telling me about how much money he was spending. And then he told me, I said, how many kids do you have? And he goes, I live the lifestyle. Now I like this dude, talented, smart guy. But
Meaning he has a lot of kids because you went like
he
this.
went like
Does he
that.
have none?
He goes, I got so many.
All over?
He goes like that. I go,
okay.
That's gonna
so
take
that's
all
a
your
lot
money.
of. That's gonna take all your money.
No more way to go bankrupt.
And then he was talking about having to cut back on, what he was, but the people set themselves up to a point where just to maintain what you have is fucking insane.
Beast.
Is $1 million a year, more.
But also, Chin, if you look at Lil Baby's background, like let's look. If you went to his, let's just. Lil Baby was born in Atlanta in 1994, raised by a single mother. He didn't take to school, dropped out in 9th grade. So 9th grade education. After he was released from jail in 2017 for dealing drugs, being a full-time rapper, the rest is history. Now he has an impressive $5 million in the bank. So you got to realize from his perspective where he comes from, they're not.
He's probably like, I'm killing. Yeah.
Everybody has to, and I could have used this.
The people around
I'm
him.
terrible with money, so I can talk. Like financial fitness is really important. Now I have a brother-in-law and a dad. And a grandfather who were like, hey, fuckface, you are an idiot with money. And I am. I don't pay attention. I don't think about it. But I always feel kind of like a bit of an affinity because if I didn't have that guidance, I'd be right there probably.
Correct.
Yeah.
Most people.
So unless you've been taught like how money works, you don't know. You just like, fuck this, man. I'll make more.
But
You're
also,
young.
if someone.
And then you feel guilty
but
anyway.
If someone who doesn't come from his background is like, hey, dude, you might have another 3 years doing this, and then who knows, man? You got to come up with hit after hit. It's exhausting. Let's say you have an off year. What are you going to do? You ever think about that?
I heard
Well, same thing with the NFL. Like, it's like, dude, you signed this big contract. You might have another 6 years. And the way you're living.
That's a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a star player, it's like after 6 years, what are you going to do, dude? Like, this money's like, and then in the real world, you trying to figure out how to maintain this lifestyle, it's going to be a nightmare. No one really thinks like that.
So after they retire, is there a small percentage of like that have their funds really well?
Oh, yeah.
It's a small percentage.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like even Elon Musk said, I heard him saying, I suffer from something that a lot of people suffer from. Even I suffer from something called wishful thinking, which would be not looking at the reality and kind of just, how people go, it is what it is, or it'll work itself out.
But he has $30 billion.
Of course, but even he said, I have to always remind myself not to say things like that because what happens is you kind of leave it to the universe as opposed to actually looking
what's
at
real,
which isn't really action.
Yeah, you gotta look at real. Money's that way. You got to look at real numbers. What's it cost you to make that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What else you got, Jen? Yeah, for that jeweler though, that is career suicide.
There is a video of a mother of a middle school child in Austin, Texas, at a district meeting. The meeting was for parents to voice their concerns about the COVID mandates, but this woman chose to speak about something else. And there is, I believe, a 2-minute clip of her complaining that her son had come home from school with a book. And the book then has a line about having sex with a woman in her butt. Essentially,
that's the book?
Yeah, there's like a raunchy book that was in this middle school library that her son had checked out. They were reading it, and
Does she go off or what?
The mom goes
off. Is the school board all like?
Yeah, and so the school district had to take the books away.
Marge Stone.
All right, well, I'm just thankful that y'all don't have the ability to make a mask mandate. And tonight I was going to talk about the need for a second high school, but I was sidetracked by, for the boys, pussy or the idea of pussy or the idea of pussy. A Mexican is a Mexican is a Mexican. Take her out back, we boys figured, then hand on the titties. Put it in her coin box, put it in her cornhole, grab a hold of that braid, rub that calico. You can find that on page 39 of the book called Out of Darkness, which you can find at Hudson Bend Middle School and Bee Cave Middle School.
Jesus Christ.
All right, not gonna lie, I had to Google cornhole because I have the game in the back of my yard. According to Wikipedia, cornhole is a sexualist slang vulgarism for anus. The term came into the use in the 1910s in the United States as verb form to cornhole.
Hello, America. Only America.
Means to have.
Why do they have that book there, though?
Yeah.
I do not want my children to learn about anal sex in middle school. I have never had anal sex. I don't want to have anal sex.
We're all
I don't
thinking.
want kids having anal sex. I want you to start focusing on education and not
Fair
public
point.
health.
Stone, you're on.
They cut her mic off. We can still hear though.
Educating our children, not teach them about anal sex.
Fucking hilarious.
That is-
good for her.
Yeah, Mrs. Stone, please.
What was this? What was this? The thing about child pornography, or there was pornography.
Oh, I did.
What was this? Child pornography? What was this? There was the mayor of the town said all of you can either get brought up on charges or resign immediately. Did you
What?
see this?
What?
Yeah. And there's something about this school board.
I don't like to type this in because it's
It was fucking
Yeah.
crazy. I know.
Sure after.
Ohio Mayo.
At school. Yeah, watch this. Yeah, this is the one. Watch this.
Earl, members of the board, my name is Craig Schubert. I'm the mayor of this city. It has come to my attention
Oh wow.
that your educators are distributing essentially what is child pornography in the classroom. I've spoken to a judge this evening. She's already confirmed that.
So the assignment also asked students to pretend they were serial killers and describe the taste of beer.
What?
Either choose to resign from this Board of Education or you will be charged. Thank you.
Oh shit.
Oh damn, everyone's in support of it.
So what happened? What was that?
What was the
about?
article
know.
there, Jen? We'll scroll down, dude. Now, what the fuck are they thinking? The mayor of Hudson has a call for resignation. Entire board of education after high school senior was signed a controversial book with Ryan Simons that asked them to describe sexual experiences, to pretend they were a serial killer and describe taste of beer.
He said all this already.
It's not clear what the charge Burns could face. The board's president said Wednesday that no members indicated any intention to resign. What the fuck? The assignment that sparked the mayor's strong reaction was a book titled...
642 things to write about. Okay.
This was seniors
Prompts
taking a
write
college credit course at Hudson High School. The book contains prompts such as write a sermon from a beloved preacher who has been caught in sexual scandal, describe your favorite part of a man's body using only verbs, choose how you will die, write an X-ray Disney scenario. Jesus Christ, man.
I mean, this is interesting.
But why?
I would be furious
Other
as a
prompts,
parent.
but these are 18-year-olds. Other prompts ask students to write a sex scene you wouldn't show your mom, and then rewrite the sex scene from above into one that you'd let your mom read. Interesting. It also asks students to drink a beer and write about the taste and list what television shows would be on their DVR. Okay.
If they were serial killers.
These are classic provocative fiction writing exercises, which are But where's the child pornography thing?
I think he was going because they were talking about, like, he asked them to write about a sexual experience they had, and he probably, connected that with being child pornography.
But are they 18?
Is what it seems. What it seems
They're
like.
high school seniors.
Is senior 18 or is it 17?
It's between 17 and
17 and 18.
So I'm not as worried about that. I don't know. It's a little. I thought it was a middle school thing. These are seniors. It's classic. It's to be expected. If you're going to do that, this is America. You're going to have pushback, and you're going to have people like. But also, I don't see what. It's just being creative.
It's a little dicey.
It's dicey.
It's dicey. Yeah.
There's a million other things you'd write about to get college credit.
Yeah, but that gets kids writing, right? That's the
Yeah.
other thing. When you're teaching, that might be a way to get kids to really.
Like in psychology, we had to write our own obituary or something like that.
Yeah, they do that. So
Yeah,
they'll
it was
say-
dude. It was
But
intense.
creative writing
People
classes,
were crying.
Yeah, but creative writing classes will say, describe a barn, the side of a barn, from the perspective of a man who just lost his son in the war, but you can't use the words war, son, or barn.
Just like
it gets you to think.
exercise.
Yeah. So,
It's a little weird, a little out there. I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
they should lose their job. A little weird.
yeah,
What else you got, Jen?
it's interesting.
Here we go.
Okay.
The anal book is just out of control.
That's a bit.
Cornhole.
I
want that on record.
My guess is that library had, that book slipped
should
through the
not be in
cracks.
there, yeah.
You can't have a good. People aren't like, let me read every book. You order books in bulk, right? And so all of a sudden you get this book.
Yeah.
What's this, Jen?
Okay, so a mother in Oklahoma was going to the grocery store and she needed to get pizza rolls from the freezer aisle. When she reached in to get the pizza rolls, she noticed that there was something mushy on the other side. So she picked up the bag, flipped it over, and started
Doo-doo,
screaming
baby.
when she realized that she had touched human shit.
And this guy shit and then put it in
And
the...
so she screamed so
Tony's
loud, started complaining to
pizza rolls?
everybody at the grocery store. They looked through their CCTV and they have this photo of a man who had allegedly taken a shit in the freezer.
2021.
And
Why is that
there's still-
fucking
You'll
photo?
find him. That's a real
Yeah,
clear
what?
picture.
That's a
Can we
real
get better CCTV video? Yeah, that's a good one. That's helpful.
And she took a photo
We know
of
he
it.
was
It's blurred
human.
out, but she took a photo of her experience.
Why would he put it in the freezer?
Right, I don't know how.
'Cause of
he
that
took a shit in the
picture.
Because
freezer.
The
people
grocery
are
store.
into that. Because it's like I told you, like
He
my
might have
buddy.
panicked and had to take a shit and was like, yeah, I
It's
gotta
like
get rid of
the
this
gym
thing.
I worked out in. I told you in Marina Del Rey, a dude would come in. They knew who he was, and you'd be taking a shower, and then you'd be like, "What the fuck?" And he'd be taking a shower, and then
He only
he would
came to
take
take
a
showers?
shit. He'd take a shit
In
and
the
leave it
shower.
in the corner. And so what would happen is the next guy get in, take a shower, and they'd be like, "What?" And there was a giant shit there. Now they knew who it was. They just couldn't prove it. So then the manager starts following the guy around, and the guy never shit. And then one day the manager was at the desk. He was busy, and he just saw the guy like this. And the guy looks at him. And goes,
shit bandit.
He goes, as he leaves, he just turns and he goes, "Have a nice day." That's how he goes, "Have
The
a nice
shit bandit,
day."
man.
Right?
The guy goes, "Ah!" And he goes running upstairs, sure enough,
all-
a giant
Giant shit. Damn.
Then he called the
Weirdo.
cops and he wanted the cops to do a DNA thing. And the
cop's
cops
like,
were
"Come
"We
on,
can't do
man."
this." And my other buddy who's a trainer there still laughs when he tells the story. Like he still loses
The
his.
shit bandit?
The guy was a shit bandit. Sometimes you get shit
He just
bandit.
gets off on that, man.
Was he?
There are people that break
No.
into houses and jerk off in the closet, because it turns them on and they leave. There's all kinds.
They don't even take anything. You just run in.
I told
like
you,
to
my
jerk
friend.
off
I
on
think my
beds.
buddy, who was very close to, was probably that guy. I hate to
Oh,
say
wow.
it, but we were at a party and he decided he didn't like the way the woman was treating the catering
went to her
people.
sock drawer?
And he went in. He goes, "Guard the closet." I go, "What are you going to do?" He goes, "Guard the closet." He took a giant shit in
Oh.
her snake skin
Oh,
boot.
oh, wow.
And then she somehow called me and said, "What? You know something about this?" And I said, "I don't
Absolutely
know what you're
not.
talking about."
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
God.
Yeah.
God, who shit someone's boots?
Well,
I'm
my
about
friend.
to pee my pants, Jim.
Go for it. This is Howard Stern going off on Joe Rogan
What?
because of he says anti-vax views, but he just doesn't like the way that Joe Rogan talks about the vaccine.
This is the only time Howard Stern's been relevant in the past 10 years. So congrats that you're back in the headlines. But this how stupid Howard Stern is with his stuff. He thinks by getting vaccinated that it's a cure. Like it stops COVID. He's like, get vaccinated. We can stop this thing. No. It will subdue if you do get it, but it doesn't cure fucking COVID, dum-dum. So he goes, I heard Joe Rogan saying, "What are you busting my balls for? I took horse dewormer and a doctor gave it to me." He said, "Well, a doctor would also give you a vaccination, so why take horse dewormer?" The shock jock who supports mandatory vaccination also has a message for all the shitheads in our country who won't get vaccinations. Now, before I go on, you realize Howard Stern, this is how scared he was. He stayed in his house, did his show from his house, refused to drive into Manhattan. No one listened to the show. So he goes, "We have no time for idiots in this country anymore. We don't want you. We want you all either go to the hospital or stay home, die there with your COVID." This guy who stayed home. Take that cure, but
Don't take
clog
the
up
cure, but don't clog up our hospitals.
with your COVID when you finally get it. Stay home. Don't bother with science. It's too late. Go fuck yourself. We just don't have time for you. We have it so good in this country. People forget about disease. It always wasn't like this. You don't get to live to be 80 years old automatically. It's done with science. The reason we live for long is because of science. I'm really out of mind to say, look, if you didn't get vaccinated, you got COVID, you don't get into the hospital. You had the cure and you wouldn't take it.
He thinks vaccine's the cure, but there's people vaccinated.
It's not a cure, dum-dum. It's not a cure.
You're more likely to get it if you get the vaccine.
So there is one thing. No, that's not true. That's absolutely not true. But
That's
so,
not true.
So there
That's
is
why
no.
everything
that's-
I've read said
well,
that
You're more likely to
reading
get it
the
if
wrong
you get the
thing.
vaccination.
it's
No.
a Delta variant, yeah.
That's absolutely not true. Here's the thing. So it is. So the people in the ICU beds and the people that are dying right now, statistically, are people who didn't get vaccinated. You can look at all the data. That is a fact. So I think the argument becomes, your taxpayers still have to pay for you when you don't have insurance and you're in there and you're. Now here's the thing, in my opinion, also, I believe in maximum personal freedom, and if you take the vaccine, you're protected. You can still get COVID. You can still carry it. You can still
pass it.
Very rarely. You
can still pass it?
Apparently, you can still pass it. So if
No,
you
you
want to get
can't.
the vaccine, right? If you want to get the vaccine, get the vaccine. And that's what I think. But the problem with making it mandatory is you have to show proof on your phone. Now you can be tracked. Now it's a vaccine passport. And so it's a very difficult, dicey situation. It is. So some people say, well, that's okay when it comes to public health. Probably. I am pro-vaccine. I get it. But I also am pro-freedom. And I do think we're in a very dangerous, slippery slope. How much freedom did we lose over this war on terror? Where everywhere you go, and you know this from your recent experience, everywhere you go, you're on video.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere you go, you're on video.
Yep.
That's fine until the wrong people get in power and start using that against you. And
Yeah.
that's always been historically the problem.
But also, and I have no idea the statistics, but Rogan had COVID, right?
Yeah.
So the antibodies that you build up of having COVID is better than the vaccine.
There is
Those
a lot
are
of science.
facts.
There's a lot of science
Yes.
that suggests that.
Yes.
There's a lot of science
Yes.
that and that's not political. That is what a lot of scientists are saying.
For sure.
Right? So we have to be open and honest also about that.
Because then what happens if a guy, and Howard didn't think like this because he's a soy boy. What happens if you got COVID and you have the antibodies? So, let's say you got COVID 2 months ago, but you have the antibodies. And then you go into the hospital for undisclosed reason. They go, "Are you vaccinated?" You go, "No." And according to his theory, they turn you away because you're not vaccinated. But I have the antibodies. What are you talking about, dude? I'm good. But I didn't get vaccinated because I chose not to, and I'm here for a different reason, but I'm not vaccinated. You're going to turn that person away?
Well,
It's America, you fucking
I'm going to do
idiot.
you one better, though. So now you're able to track it on your phone. So they can also track, if they wanted, they can track when you're around somebody who hasn't been vaccinated. So that means that could put you, so when now you're traveling overseas, and they get that information on their computer. And they say you've been exposed to somebody who wasn't vaccinated, you can't go on this trip, or you got to go get a negative COVID test because you might be carrying anyway. So all of a sudden, you
You're
being
dictating
around
when you can go,
you being
you can't.
around somebody who's not vaccinated is a liability. It could even affect whether or not you get to stay at a certain private hotel, maybe rent a place for a month, maybe an Airbnb. This is how you start developing this idea of social credit score. This is what's happening in China. In China, you're always tracked with facial recognition technology. That is here now. And the question is, how much of your freedom do you want to lose in the name of public safety? That is a question.
Yeah.
Dude, how about Arnold said, "Fuck your freedom"? Like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, it's a really interesting debate here in this country. My feeling always goes back to the fact that if I believe in vaccines, I believe in science, and I'm going to do it.
Me too. But if I'm vaccinated and you're not, that's on you, dude.
Correct.
Do your thing.
That's what I say.
Do your thing. I don't give a fuck.
That's what
Do
I
your
say.
thing, man. That was your decision.
Yes.
I don't care. I'm vaccinated. I'm taking care of myself.
Yes.
And if I get COVID, I'm be less likely to die. And if you get COVID, odds are you're gonna be okay too. But if you end up worse off, that's you, man. That's
Felt
on
the
you.
same way about lockdowns. My daughter, for all you fucking people, my daughter was alone in her room learning school virtually at 12 years old
Nightmare.
in her room.
Nightmare.
Okay, so fuck you. What instead of lockdowns, I would have loved to have seen us say, okay, we know that this virus does discriminate. It does discriminate. It discriminates against people who are very overweight and old people.
Underlying health conditions.
All those people
Yeah.
are worthy of protecting, and I don't want any of them
Sweden
to
did
die.
that, right?
So what you
Yep.
do is you go, if you're at a high risk category, you need to stay home. And let's figure this out until we get a vaccine.
Maybe don't go around grandma.
Don't shut down everybody's
Yeah.
fucking business. My problem with health bureaucrats who have nothing to lose and don't pay any price for being wrong, shut down people's businesses that they took 30 years to build. And unless you've done that, unless you've been an entrepreneur, unless you have a business and you rely on that stuff in a marketplace, you don't appreciate what it is and you have no idea what they've lost. So I don't like when people who don't pay a price for being wrong and don't pay a price for policy make policy. I got a problem with that, and all of us should.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's what we're dealing with, man.
At least Howard Stern's in the headlines again. Name the last
He's
time.
got $500 million. I don't really want to. I don't.
No,
care.
I'm not trying to hear from him. Yeah,
Right.
stay in your castle and shout at people.
Yeah,
Still.
and you stayed home because you could.
Your show's a shell of itself. What are you talking about, dude? And yeah, you stay home in your castle and preach from there. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
In a way, it's like you don't really live in the real world, my friend.
No, God, no. He paints and talks to the therapist, and his show's a complete shit show.
There you go.
When's the last time you've been here? Someone's like, you hear that Howard Stern?
No.
Ever. Since he went to Sirius,
Actually, never really listened
He's
to
still on
Howard Stern.
Sirius.
He's on
Who
Sirius,
has
dude.
Sirius? I don't even have Sirius.
rental cars, and they count them as subscribers, sir. Only when you buy a new car, you get a rental car. That's the only time. That's the only time where you get a rental car. Like, oh shit, they're serious. I guess I'll try it out. But whenever it's irrelevant,
Sirius
ever
didn't work out, did it?
No, who listens to Sirius? I have fucking Spotify and iTunes, for God's sakes. Why do we get Sirius? I can pick the music I want to listen to at any time. You listen to Sirius?
Yeah, there's a punk station on there.
All right, there's one
called
punk
Faction
station,
Punk
dude.
that I listen
but
to.
you have a Sirius subscription
Yeah, I have a subscription.
in your car.
Yeah.
It came with it.
No, well, it came with it, but then but then I
subscribed.
purchased it. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
subscribe, so.
That's hilarious.
But think about it. It only comes in new cars.
Thought about Sirius.
What else would they do? No
haven't
one's
thought
like
about it.
venturing out to find fucking Sirius.
Yeah.
It's dinosaur land.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I've been in that office. I've been in that.
Oh yeah, I've been in there a bunch of times.
Wait, where? Yeah, it's Culver City, right?
There's one down here and there's one in New York
City.
too. There's one here though too. That's it's
Oh no, wait, it's right in Hollywood.
Yeah, there's one in Hollywood and there's one in New York.
The one at Howard.
I've been a bunch of times. We went together.
Yeah, we went together.
We went to Howard
Howard's,
Stern. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did the that other show. This
The After
wrap-up
Dark
show.
or whatever.
He ain't shit. What else you got, Jen?
Alrighty. So a conservative group filed an ethics complaint over AOC's dress.
You know what's great
Or
about
even
this? Is
and her
that the
attending.
designer there, the dime piece?
I don't know.
So the designer of that dress, who tax the rich,
Oh,
he
yeah.
came out and found out that she has tax liens against her in 4 states. How great is this?
Come on, that's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
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 the fashion company behind has a history of not paying taxes.
Yeah.
How great is this?
Everything was wrong with this.
And then AOC, who went there, you know, it was something like $25,000 a plate.
Oh yeah, 35.
How hilarious is that?
She didn't have to pay to get in, did she?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, she didn't. Usually somebody buys a table and then they invite
For her?
people. Yeah.
The great American
someone paid
story
for
is
it.
that you can make a lot of money being anti-establishment. You're still caught up in the capitalist system.
Yeah.
You know.
So their complaint is they want to know where the funds came from. You know what I mean? Because she gets donations for her cause, right?
For her, yeah,
what she
okay.
does. So they want to make sure where the money came from, and it's not by the donations.
OAC is part of the money-making machine. She makes a fuckload of money. She'll
Oh,
make a
ton.
fortune as a speaker.
Oh,
when
she
she's
does?
done. Oh, bro. When she's done, she'll make
She makes
so
all
much
the money.
money.
Yeah.
Why is she so loud about
beautiful.
tax the rich?
She's beautiful. She's fucking...
She's smart. She's
Yeah.
crazy.
I find her
She's a
very
crazy-
attractive. I don't
she's
agree
very
with her
attractive.
politics, but she's attractive.
She's batshit crazy, but I'd put up with it.
Oh, yeah.
Every morning I'd listen. I'm like, yeah, fucking tax the rich, bitch.
And her boyfriend...
Just all agreeing
You
with
see what her
everything she
boyfriend looks
said.
like? It's surprising. Her boyfriend is...
Like a model?
No.
Take a look at her
He's-
boyfriend.
I bet he's a soy boy. He's a beta male. Guarantee it.
he's just a...
She probably wakes up and
he's just an
fucking
interesting-looking cat.
slaps him in the face.
He's not what I expected.
There you go. There you go. You're gonna do what you're told, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you
You're gonna make
told.
the eggs over easy, bitch.
Yeah, but
and you're
God,
gonna get it going.
Hey, he must be like, dang, I mean, he gets that. I mean, I guarantee she looks fantastic.
Y'all don't know.
Yeah, but it's a
Sounds close.
nightmare for him.
Yeah, but she's
Every morning,
Oh god.
it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Talking about global warming every morning. You want to start your Mondays off with global warming?
At least he's very tall. He's a big kid, big
Good beard.
Maybe he's a big, strong guy. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah. What can you do?
she's
She's a dime piece.
Sexy.
Just batshit crazy.
she's an ideologue. She just believes
Yeah.
in the far left ideology.
She's the farthest left.
Yeah. Still,
Also,
still
how
attractive.
dare you go to that party without a mask? How dare you?
Yeah.
What else you got, Jen?
Right here. Robert Durst is convicted of murder
About goddamn time.
because of the jinx.
God, about time.
Hold
dude.
on.
Robert Durst was in.
Did you ever watch The Jinx on HBO?
did, man.
And remember, he gets done. He goes, "Of course, I killed those fucking people. I killed all of them." And he was like, "No, I was just saying that for the show." It's like you're in the bathroom by yourself. You forget you're mic'd up.
Wow.
So they found him guilty of just one of the murders, right?
I think so.
Murdered his best
And he
friend
got out,
20
didn't he? He got out. He was.
Oh, he's been out for a grip.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
now-
now he's. I mean, he's old as fuck. So basically, he got away with it. But it's like when they found the Golden State Killer. They're like, we've got him, you son of a bitch. It's like, dude, he's 78 years old.
Yeah.
He got away with it.
Let me see his face there. He just looks.
He's just, yeah.
The story's so interesting. Like, dude, clearly you're murdering these fucking people, dude. 3 people in your life that you were married to just disappear.
Right. Like,
Figure it out, man.
50th first girl, Susan, who was shot in the back head.
Back to the head
he
in
just-
LA.
They were in the
2000.
way. They were kind of in the way, right?
She was prepared to tell police how she helped cover up his wife's killing.
Ooh.
Remember the daughter of Las Vegas mobster Durst, longtime confidant who told friends she provided a phony alibi for him after his wife vanished. Such a good doc.
What was it called?
Jinx on HBO.
The Jinx. Okay.
Well, he's gonna go. I bet he dies in the next 2 years. Look at him.
I mean, he's already.
Bears could be heard muttering to themselves. Let me see that. Bears could be heard.
I mean,
muttering
in
to
a
themselves.
way, he's kind of being prisoned. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like I was watching the O.J. Simpson trial thing over again, and they show O.J. getting off in a happiest, and he comes back and he throws this big party, and none of his friends are around. Like none of his friends, even Robert Kardashian, who was his best friend for 20 years, couldn't be around him because they know he killed Nicole. Like they've seen all the evidence. So even Robert Kardashian stopped talking to him after the trial. Best friend for 20 years. His other friends, and he would call in like his restaurants that he loved in like Brentwood, and they're like, "You can't sit here, dude. We don't have a table for you." And he was like, "What?" Like he couldn't comprehend. Like, no, but they said I'm not guilty. Like, no, we know what they said, but we know what really happened. So he's kind of like, granted, it's not prison where he's like locked down. You're kind of like your life is pretty over, dude. Nobody fucks with you. None of your friends. All that's all out the window. You're not living the same vibe. Like you just can't move the same.
No, man.
You can't go in anywhere without people like staring at you with
He's now.
murderous.
Where is he now? In Florida?
Vegas.
He's in Vegas.
Vegas. Playing
Plays
golf.
golf and just kind of hangs out.
Hello, Twitter world. Joe's truly.
Yep.
You're talking about vaccinations. You're like, okay. I mean, the comments are just like stab.
If he makes.
Hilarious. But you're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got off, but
Nah,
your life is
son of a
tough.
gun.
You're not
Yeah.
I bet you there are people.
like, you're not checking into Hotel Emma. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we don't have a room for you, dude.
Yeah. I would imagine he's probably.
Ferrari doesn't want you driving their cars, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not living the high life. You're not going to those restaurants. No one wants you in the restaurant. Dude, you murdered 2 fucking people.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What else you got, Jen?
This one's for Chappelle.
I got one for me.
Yeah. Your boy Liam Gallagher.
Oh yeah.
So what the details are, he just fell off of a helicopter?
I don't know what the details are. Everyone keeps tagging me, but it hasn't said anything like exactly what happened. I just know he just got done playing a concert, and he was catching a helicopter ride to go back. I don't know.
He toppled out of a chopper. So check this out. I fell out of a helicopter last night. You couldn't ride it. All good who said R&R is dead. Keith Moon, eat your drum skin out. Come on, LG.
Come on.
I want a beer right now.
Yeah, a nice
I
beer
want
would
a
be
drink.
good.
I want a
So he just
Well,
like,
the-
drink.
so he just fell out of the helicopter?
Yeah, like the helicopter was like chilling.
That's what I'm thinking, but
I went to get out.
So
and was
random.
Like, "Ugh," probably
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah, he's Are they still
Amazing.
playing and stuff?
He is. Yeah. Well, both of them are.
Have they
yeah.
written any other songs since the '90s? Those
Yeah.
two songs? Those two.
But they hate each other, right? They don't tour together.
No, they don't tour together.
They hate each other.
Yeah, they're not good though, right? Are they?
They're not good.
know
What
what
makes
I
you say that?
You're my Wonderwall.
So it's funny you only mentioned 2 songs, but they have more
Educate them.
songs.
They got
all
2
you know.
albums. They got 2
They
albums.
got no.
Right.
They do not have 2 albums.
How many do they have?
8, 9, including a live
That's a lot of
album.
albums.
They got out 9 albums.
a lot of
but,
albums.
but between the 2 of them, they broke
Oh,
up
and some
after
B-side
2.
albums too.
They
Yeah.
broke up after 2 though, and then they.
No.
You don't know what the
See how
fuck.
many
Yeah,
albums
you don't
Oasis
know.
has, please?
Yeah,
The last album they did
check
was
Oasis
2008.
knowledge Chappelle compared
Yeah.
to
Why?
Brian.
Yeah. Why are you trying
This is
to
what he
challenge me
does.
on
I
this?
do this?
He has no idea what he's talking about.
Steve Burns are fanatics.
I know he is. Shouts out to Steve Burns.
I watched their documentary on it because
The Supersonic documentary?
There's 1, 2.
So now, how many are
That's a
there?
shit ton.
Like studio albums. Some of those are like B-side albums, and
Yeah, some
You
of
know.
them are bullshit.
ooh,
Student albums.
Remaster. Don't get that remaster shit on my
Yeah,
face.
get that. Out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
so the last
5.
album was "Dig Out Your Soul" in 2008.
But what I'm
1,
saying
2,
is
3,
they
4,
broke
5,
up. But they
6.
broke up. They broke up.
7.
But see
8,
when they broke
9.
up, please.
They broke up in 2009.
He knows.
They did.
Yeah, 2009.
So the brothers stopped talking in 2009.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they played.
Dude, they have like 8
I think
albums
their last concert might have
a lot
been in
of albums,
Italy.
dude.
It was like August.
What are you, a fucking Oasis fan now, dude?
No, but he knows
I'm
what's up.
common sense, dude.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. I see 9 albums.
Okay, when did they get famous? When was their?
When did they get
what were their
famous,
biggest
dude?
songs?
They blew up off their first record,
What was their?
and then got even bigger when they came out with "Morning Glory."
they really only had 2 songs, though, right?
No,
I mean, the people like, yeah, come on.
why are you doing
That made
this?
him famous, like 2 songs. You know?
No,
No?
come on. How dare you?
But they're not good.
94.
Yes, they are.
No, as a kid you thought they were good. Now you're
No. Listen, the thing about it, Oasis, is that it like, yes, they were big everywhere else but the States.
Yeah.
You know, the States didn't really appreciate them
John.
until like later on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
why did they break
Shane,
up?
you're a musician.
I mean,
What do
they're
you-
just
what do you
brothers
think
that
of
fight.
Oasis?
I only heard the main hits, so it's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's not my cup
But that's not what Chin listens to.
It's
You're
for
asking
kids, though, huh?
It's for kids?
It's for like when Chappelle was 15.
It's,
And now Chappelle has an emotional attachment, so he can't let it go. But he knows. Chappelle's having trouble right now.
Hey, but
I'm having trouble. I'm not having trouble.
hey,
You trying to
Chin,
get
do
my
this.
mind?
How many albums have they sold?
Well, they're only two.
Morning Glory probably sold the most.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. I just want to see. There you go.
41
41 million. Shut the fuck up, Brian. Shut up, though. Shut up.
7 studio albums.
Yep,
what is a
7.
studio album versus what does that mean?
Hey, check this out. This is cool. So Oasis has moved over 58.7
0.7.
million album sales. This puts them at the bottom of the top 50 all-time biggest bands. Shut the fuck up, man. Do me a favor. You don't know what you're talking about? I'd rather you talk football, zone 2 defense than music.
You're my wonder, whoa. I sound
You know how
good,
many
dude.
It do sound good.
41 million fucking units.
Ah, shut the fuck up, dude. Why don't you suck Liam
Oh,
Gallagher off?
75 million worldwide. I'm sorry. I messed
Fucking,
up.
all right, dude. Go fucking.
Been
go
cited
fucking
by
band
Guinness
your own
World
Oasis
Record.
had 22
Wait.
consecutive hits in the top
Shut
10.
up.
Wait, what is that Guinness World Record?
Yeah.
Get your fucking
Most successful acts in
Go
the
get
United
front
Kingdom,
row seats.
95 to
then, you little bitch.
2005.
Go get front row seats.
I would.
You're old, huh?
Fuck off, man. I don't fucking. I know music.
Dude. Dude, you should Shazam Oasis. You piece of shit.
That's a lot of albums.
It's a lot of albums.
All right, let's change the
that it,
subject.
Chin?
Great career. Great career.
One more. Manny Pacquiao. There were rumors that he's going to run for president, but he.
Who cares? Philippines, you know? Who cares?
I'll vote for him.
Yeah, but you can't.
I
you're not
can't, Brian.
Well, you
they
were
put-
born in the Philippines.
Yes, and Duterte.
You think you get a vote?
I could if I
Oh,
wanted to.
yeah.
I could get citizenship.
You know what? He doesn't need your vote.
But here's the thing: Duterte he's that
tough.
strong man.
He'll kill him.
They've killed. They
yeah.
put to death 25,000 low-level drug dealers, man. I mean,
Dude, they'll kill anybody out there.
it's
You said low level drug
yeah,
dealer.
he's got vigilante groups.
Yeah, he's a monster.
When he was a mayor, he had like
He's a
murderous.
monster.
He's a bad guy.
No, so Manny's going to run against him. I'm sure security has to be pretty increased. And is it worth it, Manny? You do need a nice guy.
Yeah.
Do you have dual citizenship?
No. He doesn't. He absolutely does not.
Oh, okay.
No.
I like America.
I wonder how that's going to
Can you
work.
get your citizenship there though pretty easily or no? Like would it be like
I don't
the
know.
whole process?
I don't know. Is he? He says he's retired. Ugas is a killer. I feel like since Bernard Hopkins fought till he was 50, if anybody could keep fighting, it would be Pacquiao. But he's done it for so long. He's probably done.
Dude, he's running for the president of the Philippines?
Yeah.
And that's the current event. Not him boxing Uge.
Another back to the party earlier this month nominated Roberto Rodrigo Duterte. I wouldn't want to run against him because he'll assassinate.
That's
his
where I'm
country.
at. Like, his security's going to have to be through the
Yeah.
fucking roof.
Yeah, man.
But
Oh,
he loves the
Duterte
Philippines.
is forbidden from the Constitution from seeking the second 6-year term. Has accepted the nomination.
Jesus Christ.
Go has declined.
Wow.
That guy's senator's
Pacquiao
name.
He let
accused
it- yeah.
Duterte, his former ally, of making corruption worse than Philippines. Ooh, dog, this can get nasty.
Yeah.
But listen,
Look at this. He's
Manny
Duterte.
Pacquiao's money goes a long way in the Philippines.
Duterte's been brought up against with the International Criminal Court
Jesus
for crimes
Christ.
against humanity. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
And they were shooting people right in the street.
Yep. Hopefully, Manny
Like
wins.
just straight up.
Oh, dude.
Like
And then the problem was they would have vigilante groups. So they'd be like, we work for the government. And problem is, you got a rival drug gang or you got whatever.
Dude,
And they
you're
get together and shoot.
lucky to be alive. You're lucky you made it out on your dad's first fucking class jet.
how long were you there? Oh,
Don't paint me out to be.
No,
Little
dude,
Roy.
you're lucky you
Don't
made
make
it
me
out
out
of
to be
the
Little Lord
Filipino
Fauntleroy.
jungles in your private jet.
No, dude, you don't know. Maybe I was fucking
See ya, Duterte.
Duterte.
Dude, you
Say
made
his
it.
name right.
Duterte.
Yeah.
You're lucky you made it. Thank
Look, dude.
God, man.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Thank God, Daddy was like, get on the jet.
We had to leave all
Hold
our
the
bars
champagne.
We had to leave all our bars of gold.
Oh,
there.
man, that's a shame. Is that it, Jen?
That's it.
alrighty.
All
All right. Sweetie.
I'm doing. I'll be in San Antonio Saturday, Bud Light Courtyard, the big boys. Saturday, San Antonio, Chappelle Lacey, Derek Poston, and also David Lucas. The squad is out. That's one show Saturday in San Antonio. But also before the show Saturday, I'm doing a charity event. It will be a live Zoom call. It's called Downtown Showdown to Fight Kidney Disease. What you can do is send questions, whatever it is, fight-related, fashion, cars, dad life, whatever it is. Send it to Thick Fans. That's thick with 3 C's, thickfans at thickboy.com, and your questions will get answered on the live feed. I'll have all the swipe up, all the info, and that is the Downtown Showdown in Toronto to add value to the charity event for fighting kidney disease. So Saturday, San Antonio with the squad. And then next week, Denver, Colorado. If you're thinking about buying tickets for me and Bryan, just hold your money. Wait for me. I'm there next week. I'm there next weekend, September 30th, October 2nd.
Me this
Mama,
Thursday,
if you
Friday,
have
Saturday.
to pick, you know who to come see.
Mama.
Denver,
Mama and Nubby.
September 30th, October 2nd. Comedy Works downtown. See all of my family and friends there. Don't worry if you don't go to Bryan's. Las Vegas, Nevada. New Wise Guys outside Las Vegas, Nevada, outside the Strip. That's the Wise Guys New Club, October 7th through October 9th.
Or me in Columbus.
And then Brea, California, October 15th through the 17th. Then I have some special news for the Dallas show, November 11th, 13th. I'll get more to it as we get closer. That's Dallas, Texas.
Hey, Mama, I'm coming home
Mom's
this
not coming.
weekend.
Mom, you're not going.
Mom, Aunt Nubby.
Mom, you're in timeout.
I'm there.
No, you want to try and stack them, you piece of shit.
Listen, man, we have a thing, and I'm not going to lie to you.
Mom, I'll send you that picture of his balls. It's disgusting.
Don't do that to your mama.
Mom, you're
No, she
a
wants
woman.
to see
You're
it.
a woman my age, and things are going to get crazy. Now, listen, don't worry about it. We won't tell Brendan. Denver, Colorado, Comedy Works downtown, September 23, 24, 25. Go to my Instagram. I did a little video for it. Chicago, Illinois, Improv, September 30th, October 1 and 2. That's wrong. October 1 and 2. And then Columbus, Ohio, Funny Bone, October 8 and 9. Get your tickets, BryanGallon.com or FATKZ.com. Chappelle, where you
And then
gonna be?
October 7th through the 9th.
Oh, you're missing
Tampa,
Vegas,
Florida.
huh?
I'm missing Vegas, sorry.
You fucked up.
Tampa, Florida, Side Splitters. And then October 28th through the 29th, the DC Comedy Loft of DC and Washington, DC.
All right, kids. Love you. See you.